I should have been ready for 8:30. Oh, one person came in. Welcome. I don't know what's going on. I did set up the live for 8:30. Then I went in and I cannot. Okay, so the person left. They came on and they left. All right, guys. I'm here. Miss Bev is here. And it's a beautiful day. The weather is not so bitter. It's not so cold. So we had a beautiful day today for walking. And here we are tonight. Happy Sabbath to everyone as you join me tonight. Um, just to reflect on a few things. Uh, so while I'm waiting for you to come in, guys, I'm just going to start off by doing my favorite poem by Maya Angelou. Um, she says, Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tide, just like hope springing high. Still, I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed heads, lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cry. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like air, I'll rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wild, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and pain, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, leaving behind nights of terror and fear, into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. So as February comes in, guys, it's the second day of February, and February is set aside as for Black History Month. And so as we celebrate, I always say that we should not celebrate Black history just 1 month out of the whole year. Let us make sure that we're celebrating our Black history every single day. We are teaching our children about their past, about our past. We're teaching them about the struggles that people went through. We're always teaching them, and therefore our history should not be put aside and dusted off in February only, but it should be all through the year. So I'm hoping that wherever you are tonight, that all is well with you. Last night I talked to you about my resignation from this public school system. Um, and tonight I really just want to spend some time with a little bit of reflection, giving gratitude, talking about my growth as an educator, and I'm going to leave the new beginnings for another video. In another video, I will talk to you about um, what's next for me. So, first and foremost, I am going to say that I'm leaving this profession and I don't want to leave it with anger. I have had beautiful years in this profession. This has been my career. This has been all I knew how to do well. Um, and so I'm not leaving with frustration. I want to leave with good feelings, because this was an investment. So I am thankful that I was given the opportunity to serve as an educator. As I said, I went to Jamaica in 1999, but before that, I was already in the classroom in New York. Didn't have a certification then, but I went to Jamaica, taught there for almost a year. Then I came back and I continued teaching in New York. I had fifth grade, Mrs. Irizarry, thank you, wherever you are. Um, and she hired me to teach her fifth grade. Very successful 2 years with her, before I moved on to this New England area. So teaching there was quite interesting. I had very good colleagues to work with, except one person who was a little disgruntled because after my first year of teaching, and as I said, guys, young people going out to the education field to teach in classrooms, especially in the inner cities, the urban schools, be ready with strategies to help you succeed. Um, so I went in, and it was interesting. A lot of kids, but I did my best, find the strategies that worked, and we work hard. And so for the 2 years, the first year I finished, she made me the lead teacher for the fifth grade. That didn't sit well with one of the teachers who has been there forever. So he didn't like the idea, but he wasn't angry at me. We still had a good friendship, until I moved to Connecticut, where again I was hired to teach sixth grade, which had been so beautiful. So tonight I want to say, um, I'm grateful to Mr. Martin, who hired me when I came to Hartford. When I came here, it was a little interesting. Hello, Joshua. Hey, Paulette, welcome, Paulette. Great to see you. It was a little interesting when I came here to Connecticut because they didn't understand what community schools were. And when in New York, again, because of the high rise buildings, we have what they would call down there community schools because enough kids are in the community to serve the schools. So that was interesting with the interview and everything because they didn't understand it, but he hired me and he kept saying he was thankful that he took me on board. Before I left New York, though, I was given an award. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But again, so I want to say I'm grateful to Mr. Martin who hired me here, gave me the platform to do a lot of good things. And um, I also want to show gratitude to my math director, um, Mr. Carullo, who also believed in me and gave me opportunities to grow. My coach, Mr. Melendez, I thank you. I want to tell you that working with you was very helpful. And so, as I move forward, I wish all of you the best so that you will continue to strive it wherever you are. So then let's talk a little bit about my achievements. I've been a low key person. I'm not an out there person. I don't like accolades. I don't like all of that. I do the best I can behind closed doors, or I work with the students and I'm done. I don't get caught up into politics or things like those. So some of my achievements right now, even though I've resigned, I have a professional license as a teacher. Um, I'm certified for K6, so I can teach at any one of those grade levels. One thing I achieved in New York, I received this plaque. You all know my name. You know my name is Miss Bev. So this was an award I received during my teaching career down in New York. Um, Still have it. It still means a lot to me. It's my first award as an educator, and I cherish it dearly. It says, in recognition of your services and dedication to the students and the school district. Other things that I have achieved a lot of certificates. Can't go through all of them, but many of them are saved here. Um, Many of them are saved in here. And also, I am grateful that I was able to um, be given a platform where, in here in the New England area in Connecticut, I did a math nights for the school. Um, on many occasions. A math night meant that um, I invited parents in with their children, and I would go over strategies to help them work with their children in math, games that they can use, the deck of cards, how the deck of cards can be used to help with multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division. Um, Other games that they can use to stimulate the children's thought process so they could do well in math. I also did literacy night, and literacy night was also similar because what I did, I received a grant, and what I did with the grant, I provided dinner for parents to come in with their children or other siblings, not just the kids that I teach, but other siblings could come in. And I'd serve them dinner, and then I would go over reading strategies to help their children build their reading skills. I did a Young Authors Academy where I helped students in the sixth grade to write books. I collaborated with an author in New York City, Michael Luton at the time. Um, and what he did, anything I needed for the program, he funded it. At the end of the program, we gave out awards. We had the kids work, teachers, advisors work with the kids, and they would look over. And then we had a committee that would sit and select first, second, and third places, and they would be given awards. And they were first place received $100 in a gift card to go to Barnes and Noble. Second place was $50. Third place received $25. So those are programs that I directed over the time when I taught at the elementary level. Um, there were other projects that we did that I'm proud of. On my in my videos, there there are videos there that shows the hands-on activities that my students did as it relates to math. Um, so if you go back and check them in the math playlist, you will see that they use the craft sticks for geometry, where they created triangles, rectangles, squares, hexagons, pentagons. Um, One student did a decagon. I keep referring to it on my table in the kitchen that I use as a fruit basket. Then we'll not talk about the reason I resigned as yet. That's for another video. But tonight, I'm not going to talk about my future plans yet either. I will let you know what my future plans are because they're already in place. But I want to say thank you to some people who have been so totally awesome. Many of them I'll forget because, but I want to say first and foremost, thanks to Mr. Martin, Gerald Martin, Dr. Gerald Martin, who really, when I came to Hartford, gave me such a platform that I was able to do so much with students. I was able to he just allowed me to, he listened to my ideas and he said, go ahead, I believe in you. I want to say thank you to all the custodians that I've ever worked with. A lot of times we work in buildings and we forget the people who keep the buildings clean. But I always make sure I know my custodians, because when you need things to be moved, when you need things to be lifted, when you have a good relationship with them, they get it done just like that. So I want to say thanks to them. I want to say thanks to the secretaries, Mrs. Harris, you're gone, you're retired and gone, and Miss Walker. Thank you guys for all that you do. They're another set of people that you must know and have a good relationship with. You have to know them, respect them, because often you're going to need their service. You don't want them to feel like, well, you don't even say good morning, but now you need me. So you always make sure you see them, and during the holidays, give a token of thanks and keep a good relationship with them. Then I want to say this middle school experience has been quite interesting, and I want to say thanks to a team that I worked with during when we just came back from COVID. So Miss Simco, thank you. You were the first one to jump on board. I didn't understand. I didn't understand the I didn't understand anything about Google Classrooms. But you took me, you were patient, you came in, you explained things to me, you worked with me, and now I am like, I'm firing with that. Um, I want to thank Miss Vida, I want to thank Miss Rothfuss, Miss Medina. I want to say thanks to you for taking over during my time of healing, and just making that sure that things went well um, while I was not there. Mr. Davis, thank you. You have been such an awesome teacher in math who was always willing to help and support. So I say thank you. Miss Benjamin, and we go way back, but thank you, Miss Benjamin, for all you do, for all for all that you do. I thank you. I thank the paraprofessionals that I've worked with over the years. There haven't been too many, but I want to thank them because they gave you a chance to run to the bathroom if you need to. They give you a chance to teach, because they will be able to do small groups while you are doing the whole group, the other group of students. So I want to say thanks to all the paras I've worked with, Miss Darity, um, Miss Diane Young, um, many others. I forget them now. But thanks to anyone who might happen to this video. And if you have worked with Mr. Simon Black, yes, then thanks to you. And Dr. Crawford, I'm going to say thanks to you also, because you're a fighter, and I have to be thankful to you for helping me get into middle school. Thank you, Dr. Crawford. Um, and all the people on the ground floor, I want to say thanks to all of you down there who have been, very supportive and and kind. The nurse in the office, I want to say thanks to you. Um, Always able to talk with you and to you. So support comes in different shapes and forms. And when we work with children with all the different personalities, it is necessary to have a good relationship with the people that you work with, because at some point you're going to you need a sounding board, or you need to be a sounding board for somebody. So I am thankful for the people that I've worked with over the years, and I am grateful that I was able to do 27 successful years. It's unfortunate that I had to walk away the way I had to, but as I said, life happens. And oftentimes when things that we don't understand it right away, but as you start looking at it from another angle, then you start realizing that, you know what, it's going to be okay, because we know that when doors close, then other doors do open. And so we should not get frustrated. I was frustrated, had to go into therapy, but thank God that I am here. I am here. So thanks to all of you guys who have been there, who have been. No one is an island. We can't do anything by ourselves. We're always going to need support. And so I am thankful to all of you who have been involved, the people that I have learned to love and appreciate, the people that I learned to understand just in passing. Mr. Neil, as the acting principal right now, I must say thank you as well because um, regardless of how things were, um, I knew you a long time from my son's school, and respect is due to you. So thank you, sir. And for everyone else who have encouraged me and supported me in whatever way, shape, or form, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grateful that I was able to put the years in. I am grateful that I can sit here tonight and feel proud of my achievements. I have done well in math, that's my favorite subject, but I also love language arts. But language arts, it takes more, and as they change the format of how we should teach the kids, and my thing is grammar is a must. My thing is that writing is a must. Our children are not writing enough, and so those are things that I think are necessary as you teach the kids what to do and how to speak, how to write, how to understand what they read. It's a whole package. It's not just learning to read words and then you do not understand what you read, but it's learning to read words, being able to respond to what was read, and being able to give back the things that you read. But kids are just now, it's just a one thing, a tunnel vision thing where there's no grammar, there's no vocabulary building, there is none of those things. It's just this is what we're doing. So I prefer math because it does have it has its challenges, but I like math a lot, and that's where I excelled the best over the years. Um, you look at the scores which are there somewhere in some archive, and you look at the sixth grade scores at my school, and you compare to the district, and you could see that the kids were doing so very well. Now the face of math has changed. The demands are different, and the kids need reading and math. We need reading in order to excel in math. And so we know there are a lot of glitches, and it's not like before. But we continue onward, and I wish all the teachers who are hanging around, I wish them the best. As I said, it's not an easy job. Teaching requires support. It's not a one man thing just standing and because you're in a classroom, then you're all by yourself. If you're in a company working, if you're in the private sector working, and if nobody's going to leave you there to sink. There has to be managers or supervisors who are going to be there guiding you. And therefore, as teachers in classrooms today, they really need the support. They need support. They need support. And the support is not to be able to deliver a lesson. They can do that, but they need support as it relates to the children. When you, as one individual, stand in front of 30 children, 27 kids, or 20, whatever amount of kids, you by yourself, it is necessary that administration is visible, that administration is holding kids accountable, that administration is allowing kids to understand that they are on the side of the teachers, and therefore expectations that are set is going to be followed. But when you fight against teachers, there's no way children are going to be respectful or follow any expectations at all. Because if you tell the kids don't wear that or don't do that, and they have somebody who ignores it and tell them, oh, go ahead, then it's going to be chaotic. So just know, people, that I'm just saying, On behalf of all my colleagues who are left in these situations, teachers need support. They cannot do it all by themselves. They need support. You have kids at the kindergarten level bundled in with a student who is at the sixth grade level, and then the in-betweens are second grade and third grade, and you know, one teacher, it's hard for one teacher to do all of that. So please, guys, open your eyes and support your teachers more. They need support. They need support. So tonight I just wanted to drop in just to say, guys, that I have left the profession, but I want to say as a teacher, and I think I was a very successful teacher, um, but I didn't do it all by myself. There were people who supported me along the way, and tonight I just want to say thanks to all of them. And I don't remember all the names, but I just want to say thanks to those who were effective, um, and who guided me, not pushed me down, but who lifted me up and helped me to become the kind of teacher I became over the years. So that's it tonight, guys. I want to say happy Sabbath to everyone. Thanks for those of you who've joined. I so welcome you and appreciate you. Um, oh, thank you so much, Trending. Thank you for liking and sharing. Peaches, thank you so much for hanging in. Welcome. And the Joshua leave. Thank you, Joshua, for coming in as well. And um, if you have any questions, then I'll answer it. But the next time I meet with you, I will tell you what my future plans are. And um, what's the other part to it? What my future plans are. And I might talk because you guys know why I resigned. You know the situation with the young girl who threatened me. So you all know that. So that's the reason I resigned. I did not get the support I was expecting. Not that even I was expecting, but that should have been a given. But I will revisit that and then I'll tell you what the next things are going to be. So I know I want you to pray for me, lift me up. I'm going to be fine, guys. I'm not going to be hungry because God promised me that He'll never see me beg bread. He'll never make me beg bread. So I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Thank you, Trending. Yes, I will be fine. So just lift me up. And Trending, thank you so much. I saw your email, Trending. Thank you for connecting. And I'm going to be talking to you again about some stuff. And soon I'll be able to be using your creations, Trending. I thank you and appreciate you. And and we'll just keep in touch. Any questions from anyone? Any questions? No. So I guess then that's how it is. Thank you, Trending. um, Thank you, Trending. And that's how it is. Each one helps one. We're all here to support one another. And as I said, um, the words that my therapist throw at me, that it just stays with me and allows me to just feel good inside. Like, people cannot give to others what they do not have to give. So I'm just asking that administrators just learn. If you're going to become an administrator, understand that you're not just there to hold that name and to act like you're all powerful and you're the only one who should reign. It's a team effort. Together you build. There was a man who had his son and his sons, and he called them and he gave them one stick and he says, break it. And each of them broke the stick. Pow, just break it, right? And then he gave them, I think, 3 or 4 sticks. And it was harder to break because now they're working together. So unity is strength. When you work together as a team, when you work, teachers are on board with administrators, then the children will have a bigger force to reckon with. Because wherever they go, they know that it's the same expectations. And so they're going to excel, they're going to do better. But when they are knowing that mama is around here, mama now going, when daddy yell at me, I'm around to mommy going to just cuddle me and disregard daddy. You're going to have that fall apart. And children cannot have backbones when you have this kind of push for power, this power struggle. So if everyone band together and the children, they come in this corner, nope, nope, take that hoodie off. You need to put that hoodie away in the class, in the school now. And they go around the corner and then go around and the teacher said, nope, not in here, guys. Your hoodies need to go to your locker. Right? And if they go on and they walk away and they go see security, security is saying the same thing. And then they try to cut around and they see the behavior take. And they know they're cornered. And now they have no way, no easy way out. Because everybody is saying the same thing. You're going to have kids who will listen and follow directions. But when teachers say something and you have administration just ignoring it and making the kids, disregarding what the teacher said and try to give the kids that power. Kids with power are a deadly force to deal with. Don't give kids power, they don't know how to handle it. So let us be careful what we're doing and make sure that we are setting up our children for success. Right now we see what cuddling kids have done, handling them with gloves, baby. You see what it does. So I'm hoping that people will take heed. They will change. Nobody's saying to yell at kids and treat kids badly, but you got to be firm with kids. And you're going to teach them what society will accept as the right things so they can be successful. So happy Sabbath, everyone. Welcome, Bev Brown. I see you. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Bev Brown, go over there and hang out with her. I think also we have Trending Live is here. Go over and thank you, Trending, for sharing the video. Thank you so much, Trending. I see Miss Williams. Welcome. I see Sean. Oh my goodness, Mr. Davis, we love all of you too, guys. And thanks to all of you who have made it a beautiful place to work. I wish all of you well, and I hope that things will change in time so that our children can do well and teachers will get the respect they deserve. I see Joshua also. He has a channel. Please support Joshua. Absolutely, Miss Williams. Listen, and we have to give God the glory, because I said when you have that relationship with Him and you look at situations and you feel like, you all of a sudden things happen and it could have not happened. But when you evaluate, you want to say, God, you know what? Thank you, because this happened, and because it happened, you allowed me to see something else. I thank you so much. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the appreciation. Thank you for the well wishes, Miss Williams. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They say when you wish others well, then things will go well for you too. So all the love that you have sent to me, I want to give love back to all of you. And again, please don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. Don't be sorry. I did a long time in the classrooms. I have supported a lot of children, a lot of children, a lot of sneakers bought, a lot of haircuts done, a lot of books and pencils. Oh my good God, a lot of all of that. A few scholarships given out for top students in math, a few scholarships given out for my Authors Academy writers. I have been blessed enough to help parents who have children and need pampers and different things. So I feel good. I think I've done well, not only teaching, but also giving back in times of need to my students and their families. So I'm awesome, guys. I'm in a good place now. I did my therapy and I have another week or two, but I'm getting back to my whole self. And so we go through them little things, but you see that it was a good thing it happened. And so I'm not walking away angry. I'm walking away hoping and praying that teachers will get support in the classrooms, that kids who are threatening and disrespectful every day, that there's a place to put them. A child who is so mentally disturbed should not be allowed around other kids who are susceptible for damage. If the kids are showing that they are so far gone, we need to do what we need to do so that the kids who need to learn can get a chance to learn. And teachers are safe in their place of work. So I'm just hoping, guys, and praying that things will change because they must change if they want teachers to be in the classroom for these kids. Hey, Erin. Oh my goodness, Erin. Welcome, Erin. Thank you for joining. Good night, Erin. It's okay, Erin, but you're here. That's what counts. So thanks for all the well wishes, guys. Thank you so, so much for all the well wishes. I totally appreciate it. Um, I know there are people that I will want to keep in touch with. If you need any support, those of you who have my number, you have my number. If you don't have my number, you want to get to me, msbevsproductions at gmail.com. You send me a message there and um, tell me what it is, and I will reach out to you. But please, if you need me, any new teacher who needs support for math, reach out to me. I can help you with a few strategies. But remember, you go to college, just learning paper and words and all of these things, it's not going to help you in a classroom. You need other strategies to come in with. Book smart is not going to help you alone in the classroom. You have to have a lot of strategies to help you deal with the kids that we have today. Today's children are they already all sign up into TikTok University. That's where their minds are. They want to do their little minute of jigging or what have you they do, and they post it up and they're just there seeing how much views they're getting. So it is hard because there's so much distraction and the foundations are non-existent. So I'm just saying to us as teachers, don't go in thinking that this is a piece of cake. I got this. I'm going in. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to. No, wake up. You have to be strong or the kid's going to run over you. You have to be strong. You have to be able to talk to the kids in real time. Talk to them about what society expects and help them understand that they possess the greatness that will help propel them into good places. They have it in them, but they have to show it. So you have to be ready for those things. Don't just think going in, they're going to be quick to learn. Oh, today we're going to read Bud Not Buddy. Let's read the first two chapters. And don't think that a kid is going to jump from over there to run there or throw something across the classroom or get up and walk out the classroom or walk to your desk and touch something. They are there with the different personalities. So you have to be prepared to deal with it. Thank you, Erin. I Okay, very good, Mr. Davis. Good night. Good night. Take care of yourself. Thank you for joining. Hi, Maya. Yeah, I think so too, Erin. I am at peace with myself. I am so at peace with myself. The struggles are real. They're not, it's not a joke anymore. The struggles are real, and the people in charge have to see that the struggles are real. They have to acknowledge it, and they have to do better. They have to do better. The school districts have to do better in providing support for teachers. It's just amazing how they talk about after COVID, the kids went through so much and a lot of mental stress and the mental struggles that they're coming, but yet you have made no changes. You know that the kids are coming back and they're mentally challenged because of COVID and them being locked away from their friends and all of this. You have the talk, but yet you did not open one classroom door with an extra body to support your teachers. How does that make sense? Working with people who are mentally challenged is never an easy task, but yet you open the classroom doors and you tell the teachers, go ahead, just go, and no support. So you put funding in, oh, we have ESLL and we have all these one person in a building with 300 kids. And you said that person is there to support me. How can that help? So they're seeing one kid maybe 5 or 10 minutes in a day for the week. Because with 300 kids, there's no way you are able to see all the kids who need support. There's not, I've never seen something like this. The kids are acting out every single day. But you put one lady in a room somewhere to assist the kids who is going through all of this. So the teacher has to deal with all of that and then again find a way to teach in the confusion. And if you hold them accountable and if you then they say, oh, the way you talk to the kids. So it's a no-win situation. So I'm happy, guys. I am not, as I said, pray for me, lift me up. Don't, you know, lift me up. It's not about the money. If we sit and we just worry about money, we're going to be ending up in some bad places. Your peace of mind is the best. Your peace of mind is the best. And so we need to fix things. Yep, they do. They do. We do. I have had times when I have to stop teaching to talk to my children about their self-worth, to talk to them about if they left their classroom and stepped right over the border right next door and see what goes on in those classrooms. It's a different setting. Why is it so? Why is it that you have the kids right around you who are willing to sit and learn? But then we have our kids who they just feel like, I don't give a F, I don't know, I don't, just no self worth. So sometimes I have to stop and say, put a value on yourself. You need to build your integrity and pride. You know, I have to have those talks with them. Because I said, who is going to accept you in society in this condition? No respect, no value for hard work, no, nothing. So when you talk like that to kids, then they say they don't like how you talk to the kids. But sometimes we need to do the hard talks with the children. We need to encourage them to build their self-esteem, to feel good about who they are, to remind them that nobody knows who they are, because they're not walking around with a paper saying, well, I'm a B student or I'm a C student. Nobody knows that about you. The only thing that people know is how you speak, is how you carry yourself. So we have to take time to have those kind of talks with the kids and let them know, give them a chance to think and to understand that their behaviors will never be accepted. But again, we're in the age of coddling and handling children. with what they say with gloves on. And so the kids become worse because they don't fear anybody. They don't care about learning. They don't want it. And when you're forcing it on them, it becomes it becomes a problem. They don't have the foundation to build on. And when you don't have a foundation, what are you going to do? So it's tough, and yes, because you're strong with kids doesn't mean you do not care. I think the teachers who care the most are the ones who say, look, stop it. They have the talks with the kids. But those who let them run around, I always say to my kids, a lot of times you don't like the teacher who's strong with you, who's telling you the truth, who will give you an F so you can work hard and build. You like a teacher who gives you an A or a B and tells you that you're passing. Oh, you got an A in class, you got a B in class. While if you're taking the district test and you're failing it, and if you get a passage to read and to answer 2 or 3 questions, you can't do it, but yet you end with an A or B at the end of the market. And those are the teachers that, oh, I love so-and-so. I get an A in their class. Oh, I get a B in their class. Oh, I love her. But the teacher who is saying, you have not mastered the skill yet. And they give you an honest grade. An honest grade. They give you a D or they give you an F. I say to the kids, that F you should respect more because it allows you to see that you are not there yet and you'll work hard to build. When people give you A's and B's for nothing, then what happens? You walk away, you stop trying because you think that you're an A student. And I said, that is such disrespect, but those are the people you love. So as we get ready for the young teachers to go in and those in age who wants to go in the classroom, those are some things that you need to look at, guys. Make sure you're honest with the kids. If they're failing, let them know they're failing. Don't give them passing grades, and then the reality hits when they go to places and they can't manage the work. But you look in their report cards and they have A's and B's. How do you have A's and B's, but you can't add or multiply 2 digits? It's ridiculous. So again, I thank you guys for joining me tonight and for sharing in this experience. I will have one more, and I think soon I'll be able to just tell you what my plans are. I'll tell you what my plans are because I had enough time to think about things and to know where I'm going and how I'm getting there and how I will make things work. So thanks to all of you guys who joined. If there are any questions, like up the live, people. If you're coming, please press the like button and please share the video and leave me a comment. Don't say you think you have. Oh my God, Bev Brown, thank you. Okay, Bev Brown, I have done well. That's right, Bev Brown. I shouldn't be. Yes, I think, yes, I have done well. That is true. Thank you, Erin. Have a beautiful night yourself. Happy Sabbath, everybody. Miss Williams, thank you for joining, for being here. Right. So sometimes I wonder how some teacher does it. Yep, that is so true. People see your image before they know. Absolutely, 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 Miss Williams. Absolutely. So we have to teach the whole kids. We have to teach the whole kids. We can't sit down and, we have to have the talks with them. We have to let them know. Because when they leave your space, they might go home and this is what they're exposed to. And sometimes you're talking with them and you're talking to them and guiding them, and having the small conversations, and you're asking them, how do you feel about things? What do you think? And you're listening to them, and you know that, my goodness gracious, it's going to be hard. And they go home, and they go back to the same toxic environment. But they need to hear it, that nowhere in society is going to accept them with those kinds of behaviors. If they have to use the public bus system, they can jump and they'll be disrespectful. They'll get kicked off, or the police will be caught. So why are you putting yourself in that when you can conform? You can change and build in a positive manner. So thanks for your company, my friends. Thank you so much for your company. And Miss Bev will say good night to all of you. I send you love. I send you appreciation. Thanks for the new subscribers. Thank you, Trending, for sharing out the videos. And we dropped some links in the video yesterday. Um, so the links are the same. Bev Brown, Life with Bev Brown. I talked to her today and had good conversations. And if you haven't supported her as yet, please support her. She is climbing up the hill. She's climbing, guys. She's climbing. And what I like about her is that she's committed to what she's doing. She makes sure that she drop her videos and so support her. Support her. She does so much in her community for those who are in need. Right now, she is in need of our support to just get to her 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So we have Trending live. Trending is so gracious. She shares out the video. She's watching the video, my videos, going back to the old videos and commenting and liking. I so appreciate her. And everyone else who is here, if you have a channel, we didn't see Little Jane Plays. She used to drop the links quickly for me. But in the other video last night, the other live, has a lot of links that we're dropping there. Just support, guys. Each one helps one. That's what we're here for, helping each other, whether it's in word, whether it's in deeds or actions. All right, so absolutely. Absolutely, yes. All right. So, good night, everybody. If there are no more questions, once again, I say thanks to all of you who supported me on my journey, 27 years, and I am proud of them. I have had experiences in different places has that gave me more strength. Because a lot of times, if you're just in one place and that's all you know, you have nothing to kind of compare to. But God has been good to me that I was certified in Georgia, stayed there for a very short time, and then I moved up to Maryland. I spent a couple of years in Maryland. I was certified there in Maryland, and I was certified in New York, certified in CT, certified in Georgia, certified in Maryland, and came back here to CT, where I was rehired by the same principal. And so it has to be a good thing. And so wherever you go, whatever you do, just do your best. Let your work precede you. It's not about accolades and all of that. It's not about politics. Politics is always dirty and nasty. Don't get caught up into that. Speak your truth. Don't hold things in. Speak, speak respectfully and let people know. And go onward and upward. Do what you need to do. And you'll survive 27 years. No discipline. Nothing. I go and do my work and do well and go home. So that's it. Good night, my people. Honestly, Bev Brown, I don't know why you asked that question, because honestly, I worry. I tell you guys, I really, 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 really love to teach math. I love it. I love math. And if I wish situations were different so I could continue teaching math, because I really love math. And the way I want to teach math, to build from basics and then build up, and you know, unfortunately, we're not afforded that. We have to just focus on the curriculum and teach. So a lot of things have changed. And because of they have changed, it allows it allowed me to, there's a lot of things that made me just said enough already. And I honestly, I'm missing some things, but I think it's time to go. It's just time. As I said, people now are younger in getting into positions of leadership, and I'm old school. I know that we did well because people were firm with us. They didn't accept garbage from anybody. They didn't accept excuses. You had to get your work done. You had to be respectful. You had to do what you needed to do. And that's how we became, no matter what, you could read and write. You might not be strong in math, but you could do arithmetic. You could add and subtract and regroup things and multiply and divide things. So I know that the old school way works. Today, it's a lot of square pegs being forced into circles, and it's not going to work. So I'm enjoying my time out here, Beth Brown. I'm really enjoying my time out. So that's it. So again, I said if anyone is in my area and they want a kid in the sixth grade who is who I just don't want any child. I want kids who wants to. I want a kid or two or three who want to do well, who want it. I don't want somebody who they come and they're more interested in the video game and all of that. I need kids who want to build that foundation. And then I'm only available. I don't know. I'll have to do what needs to be done, but um, we'll see what happens. If anyone reaches out, then we can do. Here are some of the little things that we did, and that's math. I remember the first year I did this with my fifth grade students, and it was a big hit in New York. They took them to the district office, had them displayed down there for years. I don't know if or when they threw them out, but they had them displayed there. Because these are good, because it teaches kids how to make sure the angles are in the right place. And once they get the concept and find the areas of them, they could take them home for fruit baskets. Um, it's a nice project. And if you look, there are videos on my thing that will show you how to make them. So if there are any more questions? All right, so I'm going to say good night and happy Sabbath again. And tonight we're here for 1 hour. How could 1 hour go so quickly? So again, Still I Rise by Louise Bennett. It's a good thing to just work with your children, because as it relates to, you know, the past and what people went through, and know that prejudice still abound. And so we must teach our kids how to be successful so that they can just move through life understanding where they are and what they need to do. So again, bye everybody. Bye. All right. There's nothing more. All right. All right. So good night, everyone. This is it. Good night. Don't know why this looks so like a Monday. I don't know. Where is it my right? But it's over here on the left. All right, bye everybody. Goodbye.